Hello Whitechapel School and welcome to this Easter Assembly recording. It's good to be with you even though I can't actually see you, but it is good to record this assembly for you. And hopefully before too long, as restrictions begin to ease, I'll be allowed back in school to see you all again. But for now, an Easter Assembly. And for this assembly, we're going to play a little game, and the game is called Enigmas. Now, an enigma is another name for a puzzle or a riddle. And what I'm going to do is describe some situations, and then you need to work out how these situations have come about. So it may be a good idea, as I give you each enigma, each puzzle, that your teacher actually pauses this recording and you can have a little discussion amongst yourselves about the riddle that I'm going to describe and going to tell you about. And that might be especially helpful with regard to the infant classes. Okay, so I'm going to give you 2 or 3 examples of these enigmas, these riddles. Put me on pause and see if you can guess the situation. Okay, are you ready? Here's the first one. In the middle of someone's garden, there's a hat, a scarf, a carrot, and a few lumps of coal. Now then, that's the riddle, that's the puzzle. Put me on pause and have a discussion amongst yourselves as to what that situation is. So in the middle of someone's garden, there's a hat, a scarf, a carrot, and a few lumps of coal or a few lumps of stone, something similar. Put me on pause, see how you get on. I'll see you in a few moments. Okay, I wonder how you got on with that. If you haven't come up with the answer, it is a snowman has been built and then melted. So the answer I was looking for in that riddle is a snowman has melted. Let's see how we get on with the second puzzle, the second riddle. A man goes into a pub and he asks for a drink. And the man behind the bar takes out a gun and he points it at the man. And the man says, "Thanks very much," and he walks out. Why? So I'll tell you that again. A man goes into a pub and he asks for a drink. And the man behind the bar takes out a gun, he points it at the man, and the man says, "Thanks," and walks out. Why? Again, put me on pause and we'll see how you get on. See you in a moment or two. Okay, how did you get on with that one? Well, the answer to that riddle is this. The man who asked for a drink had hiccups and the barman frightened him to make the hiccups stop. Because that's what they say, isn't it? If you have hiccups and you get a fright, it will stop the hiccups. Okay, here's the third one. A lady is pushing a car along the best that she can. She can see a hotel in the distance and she knows that when she gets there, she'll have to pay the owner of that hotel a lot of money. Why? I'll repeat that. A lady is pushing a car along the best she can. She can see a hotel in the distance, and she knows that when she gets there, she'll have to give the owner of the hotel a lot of money. Why? Again, see how you get on. I'll see you in a moment or two. Put me on pause. Okay, how did you get on with that riddle? Well, the answer is she was playing Monopoly. Okay, so a little car is one of the symbol, the pieces that move around the board. And if you've got a hotel on a piece of your property and someone lands on it, then they owe you quite a bit of money. So, well done for having a go. It doesn't matter if you got the answer right or wrong. You had a go, and that's the main thing. So here is another enigma, another riddle, another puzzle. There's a cave that's been cut out of a rock and it's been used as a grave. And the mystery is, it's empty. And inside, the sheets which have been wrapped around the body are lying on the floor. Why? A cave cut out of a rock has been used as a grave. And the mystery is, it's empty. And inside, the sheets which have been wrapped around the body are lying on the floor. Why? You may want to put me on pause again and just talk about that amongst yourselves. And again, I'll see you in a minute or two. Now then, how did you get on with that riddle? And over the years, people have asked many things about that riddle. And they've said things like, well, did the person really die? And the answer is that yes, the person in that grave was put to death by experts, Roman soldiers who knew exactly what they were doing. It was part of their duties to put people to death, and that is what the government said. Others have asked, well, was the body, the person in the grave, was the body stolen? And the answer to that is no, because the body was never produced. Okay, people say, well, what's happened? Somebody could have gone, produced the body, showed the body in public and said, no, he's not gone, he's there. Okay. And another question that people have asked is this: did this person appear alive to anyone after they'd been put to death and the disappearance from the grave? And the answer to that is yes, to well over 500 people on various occasions. So the most reasonable explanation for this enigma, this puzzle, this riddle, is that the person must have risen from the dead. And of course, I am talking about Jesus. And the enigma, the puzzle, the riddle that we've just spoke about is not a made-up one like the ones in the game earlier about the Monopoly and the man with the hiccups and the snowman that had melted. That riddle about Jesus is actually the key to the Christian faith. And many people over the years have asked many more questions other than those that we've just looked at about this absolutely amazing thing, this amazing event. And they've ended up coming to the conclusion that Jesus Christ, the person in that grave in the cave, did come back to life from the dead. And he could only do this because he was none other than God himself. And wow, what a great thing that is. And that is the key to the Christian faith, that God in the person of Jesus came to visit this world, that he went to the cross, he died for our sins. That is, all those things that we get wrong and all the things that blot out God's love and his light shining into our lives. And then, through the power of God, he came back from the dead, what we call the resurrection. And that is the amazing thing that the church, that Christians celebrate at Easter, that Jesus Christ is alive. And there's a thing that we say at church services every Easter, and especially on Easter Sunday, and it's this: Christ is risen. He is risen indeed. So it is a riddle, a puzzle, an enigma, but it really happened. And the great thing is that God allows each and every one of us, young and old alike, to make up our own mind about the resurrection and Jesus being alive. He doesn't push it on us. He doesn't make us believe. He says, this is it. This is what happened. This is what I came to do in Jesus. And he leaves it up to us to accept it, our personal choice. But the resurrection of Jesus, Jesus coming back to life, is the key to the Christian faith. And it's what we celebrate as Christians and in the church at Easter time. So, I hope you enjoyed the riddles and having a think about them. Hopefully, before not very long, I'll be allowed to come into school to see you again. But until then, bye for now. Enjoy the Easter holidays and come back safe and sound. And hopefully, I will see you soon. Bye for now. Bye.